Rosettenville in Johannesburg has been a flashpoint this year, with residents burning down 10 suspected brothels and drug dens. The police, Home Affairs and the mayor promised to clean up the suburb. Bongani Bingwa investigates whether they've been true to their word.
The 24th of February this year, on the streets of Rosettenville in the south of Johannesburg, an argument breaks out between alleged dealers. It's unclear whether this is a turf war or simply a deal gone bad. But as things escalate, the man in the leather jacket draws his knife and seems ready to use it. What's worse, the incident took place in broad daylight on a busy street corner.
For frustrated community members, drugs and prostitution in Rosettenville are an obvious eyesore. Residents tell us the hotspots are well known, yet even when they report incidents to the authorities, they seem to turn a blind eye.
It's very bad. We've got drugs, prostitution going on every day, all time of the day.
Residents say they live in fear of the drug lords and suspect some members of the police are on the take. This man, whom we'll call Mr. Z, says he has reported drug dealing to the authorities, but apparently they took no action.
They looked at the drug lords. They obviously know one another, and they just continued just to drive past.
So they did nothing?
They did nothing.
Angry residents took the law into their own hands on the 5th of February this year, setting fire to suspected drug dens and brothels and protesting on the streets. Many of the houses targeted were occupied by foreign nationals. A government delegation led by Home Affairs Minister Malusi Gigaba was sent to bring peace to the troubled area, but residents are still fuming.
But the mayor was here, the Home Affairs Minister was here, the authorities say they're going to do something now.
Well, up to now, I've seen nothing. Nothing but nothing.
Prevention is better than cure. The most effective crime-combating strategies are all about police visibility. This is a mobile command center which moves officers from point to point in the area. But is its presence enough to act as a deterrent?
We decided to find out for ourselves and set up surveillance on Augusta Road, just a few blocks from the mobile command center. We'd been told the groups of men hanging about on the street were drug peddlers selling narcotics such as cat and crystal meth. This is the same location our cameras caught the knife fight in broad daylight. We saw many suspicious-looking exchanges, but we were unable to conclusively prove the men were dealing. So on Tuesday this week, we decided to have a closer look.
My brother, how are you?
Hi, buddy.
How's it going?
Good.
Is it still okay to buy here?
Sorry?
Is it still okay to buy here?
Yeah.
And police?
Sorry?
Influence of police.
No problem with police.
What have you got?
Yeah,
How's it, my man?
No problem with, what do you want? No problem with police.
Are you sure? Because I see a lot of police here, huh?
No problem with police.
What do you? You got some cat?
Can you park there?
We want some cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
The dealers were seemingly unconcerned by the heavy police presence in the area and were so eager to close the deal, an argument ensued over which one of them would sell the drugs to us.
Eh? Just wait. I want it first. How much you want?
You're speaking to me.
Wait.
You're speaking to me.
How much can I get for 100? I was speaking to him.
Yeah.
Our investigators could not legally buy any drugs from the men, even to prove the illicit activity. So they told them they'd be back and drove off. On the way to the next undercover buy, they were signaled by a group of men on Johannesburg Road. They drove around the block and stopped next to the same men who'd been loitering on a street corner.
How's my man? Hi, guys. You guys okay here?
Huh?
Is it okay here?
Yeah.
Like, what have you got? You're looking cat.
Cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
200 for how much?
Nice bag.
And there's no police watching, huh?
No police watching.
We're gonna go around the block tomorrow. Two.
Two bags.
Two bags.
What you're gonna do then?
Yeah?
The white bag and back in front of that place. It's gonna be safe.
Well, sure, no police.
No police.
Where?
Back in front.
There.
In front of the white car.
Okay, I'm gonna go around.
Sure.
Residents say they've lost confidence in the local Moffatview police station. After the unrest, Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Deliwe De Lange urged members of the public to come forward with information about police corruption in the area, even opening a hotline for tip-offs on any crime in the Gauteng province, but many residents have rejected the idea.
It's a total waste of time because there's nothing that is going to get, that is going to happen.
The police insist that a partnership with the public is critical in dealing with crime. They want us to come forward with information. Well, we have our footage to show them, but importantly, we want to know, what are they doing to uncover the problems?
Provincial spokesperson Brigadier Matapelo Peters says the hotline has paid off and several arrests have been made in the area since the unrest began.
Immediately after this hotline was opened, we were inundated with calls from the community giving us tip-offs about addresses and what to look out for. And there is a 24-hour deployment in Rosettenville as we speak.
Have your interventions made any difference?
Since the 12th of February, we have been able to arrest at least 39 suspects.
One man who's not afraid to speak out against the criminal activity in the area is local activist and EFF member David Munareng. He's been living in Rosettenville since 2015.
Are you happy you came here?
Definitely I'm not. I regret why I moved to this place. And it's like I'm stuck. I don't know how to get out of this place.
David says drug dealing happens openly around his home and he's often seen it.
Just up the road on Verona Street. It's quite a long stretch. That's where the guys are parking there. You walk there, even if you are a stranger, they've never seen you. You drive up that road, that place. They will be calling, signaling, wanting to find out, are you looking to get something, buy something from them?
Verona Road happened to be the next area our undercover team checked out, and they weren't disappointed.
How's man? How are you? You guys still selling? What's up, cat? 300? 300? Cool. How much can I get for 300?
I'll give you a nice one.
But then the cops?
No cops.
Huh? Because there's been lots of police here, huh?
What police here?
Nothing.
Nothing.
They don't give you trouble.
No, no problem. No cops.
Okay, I'm going to turn around. I'll give you the money as I come back.
Give me money. Let me bring this out.
I just want to stand on that side. Okay.
It's not a secret. The police knows about it. Everybody, the residents around this area knows. We see everything that is happening. The local police, which is Moffat View, it's useless. They are not very helpful.
We showed our undercover footage to Brigadier Peters to get her reaction to our investigation, starting with the knife fight.
Obviously something has gone wrong here and they're about to fight. Look at the knife. In broad daylight. They're dealing, they're fighting in broad daylight. Where are the officers? Where are your police?
We also showed her the various approaches we'd made to the dealers on the streets.
And I can understand why these residents are cynical. They're cynical about your hotline. They're cynical about the politicians. They're cynical about, the top brass of the police who come when the media is there and assure them things are going to be fine, when a few days later it goes back to that.
Well, yeah, like I said, it is very, very worrying, Bongani. But like I said, it's just an issue of trust. If we can just rebuild that trust with the communities, and I guess we need media to assist us as well.
I think you guys have to earn the trust. I think you have to earn the trust. You can't just ask people to send you information when they tell you it's happening and it continues. You have to earn that trust.
The police provincial commissioner is determined and committed that we will root out all the corrupt officials from the system.
For members of the community, that day can't come soon enough.
You've agreed to talk to us, but you won't show your face. Why is that?
I'm afraid of my safety. We are part of the community, yes.
Because you don't think anyone's going to protect you?
Definitely not.
They can sell whatever they want, wherever they want, and nothing is done about it.
I am very, very, very scared. I've got my son walks to school just up the road here. The system has failed us dismally.
This is one of the busiest intersections in Rosettenville. There are lots of formal shops in the area, but also informal trading on pavements, where all kinds of exchanges are happening all the time. So spare a thought for the authorities, because you don't always know what it's about, and it's usually over in the blink of an eye.
I agree with you. We all have a responsibility to bring this to the police's attention. That's why we're here. But I also think the police have a responsibility to find this information themselves. What you get from the media and the public should be the tidbits. The main thrust of stopping this should be uncovered, should be investigated by the police themselves. That's my problem.
I can assure you, Bongani, the police is not going to take this lying down. That one I can assure you of. But you must remember, she depends on her foot soldiers to do what you're saying.
Well, they're not doing it.
Clearly. I cannot argue with that. I cannot argue with that given what you've shown us now. But trust me, it will be different the next time you come.
Let's hope so.
We hope so.